have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. Stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan. The Sundown. For the news, views, opinion, debates and discussions. Listen to Who is Who, talking about issues that affect our country and continent. Only on the Sundown, your eye on South Sudan.
Hello and welcome to the Sundown Show, Nai Radio, with me, Madrama James. In this particular first hour, today we shall focus on that child nutrition and health with World Vision South Sudan. World Vision supports a nutrition program in 9 centers across 11 counties in partnership with the Ministry of Health, UNICEF and WFP. As part of Breastfeeding Week, which started last week, today's topic is early initiation of breastfeeding and exclusive breastfeeding during the first 6 months after birth, and why breastfeeding is vital for the family, community and nation. Joining us are Elizabeth Athanasio, Nutrition Officer, Jacqueline, and we have Daniel Duchi, Ministry of Health focal person for Central Equatoria State. To start with, that's Jacqueline. Could you explain what meant by that early initiation of that breastfeeding and why it's important?
Thank you so much, iRadio, for always giving us a chance to give awareness to the community outside there. So allow me also to speak maybe in Arabic, small Arabic, and my colleague Dirchi maybe will take at Arabic English. We shall mix. شكرا لكل مستمعين تاعنا القاسمة لأويرنس تا يوم العالمي للرضاعة. أنا كان بدأ من يوم 1 شهر 8 لحد يوم 7 ده أسبوع العالمي للرضاعة. يلا بعد كنا بيكونتينيو لحد نهاية تشنو تشهر 8 دي. مهمة الرضاعة الطبيعية. الرضاعة الطبيعية طبعا هو رضاعة اللي تجرى الجنة بدون أي حاجة. early initiation of breastfeeding ده جوري لأننا قالي في زمن اللي تولد الجنة tawali kida itabibada shunu rada jana takide, yani jana tawali bibada kutu fi sudur ashan birada fi saa al-awwal de lazim jana birada ujana bibada ligo shunu negina digali colostrum al-huwa leben al-asfar al-awwal de lazim jana shunu biligo fi zaman ta early initiation of breastfeeding de. So de yao shunu early initiation of breastfeeding alhuwa jena birada fi awel sa baad ruda tawali baad wilada tawali.
All right. Duchi, why is exclusive breastfeeding recommended for that the first 6 months of a baby's life?
Right. Thank you. Now, number one, as we're celebrating the World Breastfeeding Week, every year we do celebrate it. It's always from the 1st to the first week of August, that's 1st to 7th. It's a full week, and then we tell women that let them really thank the Almighty God, because they really how would I say, it's important for them, and they should really celebrate that breastfeeding is one full week in a year. That is a celebration. And the theme of this year is saying prioritizing breastfeeding to create sustainable support system. And this support system is basically the caretakers in the house and the fathers and the guardians who are there. Now your question says, why is exclusive breastfeeding important? All right, why it's important? Number one, you find exclusive breastfeeding is always ready for the baby, because when we talk of exclusive breastfeeding, this is only baby feeding on the breast milk. On the breast milk of the mother, nothing else. Why it's important is, number one, it's important we have the importance to the mother, we have the importance to the baby, we have the importance to the community, the society, and the country at large. The importance is so many. But briefly, I will say, for the baby, it's easy to digest. the baby can easily digest the milk. And then you start the baby for exclusive breastfeeding. You start initially after birth. That is an hour. Within the first hour of birth, you initiate the baby for breastfeeding, because the breast milk has a lot of nutrients that is really important and beneficial for the baby. Whether it is for them to digest, for the intake, it's always ready. Hygienically, it's clean. You don't need additional energy to prepare it. Now, for the mother, there's some energy that is going to be reserved, because if you are giving artificial, you use energy to prepare. But if it is this breast milk, you don't need to prepare it. It's already ready at the service of the child. Yes.
Thank you. Now to Jacqueline, how does exclusive breastfeeding impact the health of the mothers? If you can also break it down in Arabic, as you said, no problem. Welcome.
شكرا ليتا. شكرا لكل مستمعين تنا. الرضاعة الطبيعية اللي هو الرضاعة الطوالي طوالي برادة جنا تاكي طوالي ومهمة تو جسادو جنا يعني بودي جنا ده بكون عنده مانا قوي وثم ثانيا بيحمي جنا شنو من أمراض وبكتو جنا ده ذاته برابة شنو تمام يعني رابطه بيروح هيلثي بيروح كويس ما بكون فوقه إيه حاجة من عليتا بيبادو أكلو جنا ده قبل ما وصلوا 6 شهر ومهمة تو كمان لأمة ده هو مهم كمان شديد يعني تا أمة إتا بيلغو كان إتا غير دا جانا تاكي توالي إتا بيلغو لبن تاكي ده ذاته شنو بيجاه كويس يعني لبن تاكي ده بيطالع كتير لجانا لكن كان إتا ما غير دا جانا تاكي توالي إتا بيلغو لبن ده شنو بيبادا غاتا وإتا أمة ده ذاته إتا يا بيجا كومبلين غالي أنا ما يندو شنو أنا ما يندو لبن لكن كان إتا غير دا جانا تاكي توالي كأم ite biligo leben take shunu bija tawale umuhima tani leta uma kanita gera da jana take tawale ite biligo yani ite mabukuni ndu mashakil ta sudur alhuze kansa ze saratan ta sudur ite mabiligo lano ma fi leben algifadul wara fi sudur take lano bagi leben algifadul fi sudur take kam magira daw bijibo awram yala awram de kangi continue zede ya bijajibu sunu saratan sunu tasudur so muhim le berada jana tawali u kanita gerada jana take de tawali leben take kija ketiru jana take de kaman gistefid giligo leben ketiru sahato bikun tamam kanita magi wadi iya haja le jana take gubalisa mawsulu 6 shahar ite biligo sahata jana take bukun kwes amrad zato algi gobudu jana take bukun mafi وصحة جانا تاكي بروا كويس.
نعم. وعندي هاتو معلومات في مجتمع حاجة نتا بيلغو قالت في communities تاني نتا بيلغا قال عشان لبن بيجي در كده ما راسل بكون بكون شنو في حاجات كده دي هاتو معلومات إتم بيلغا كان صحة وقالت فعلا في community بيتنا فينو رادة تجينا.
اوكي شكرا. كتير مرات نجيلغو في communities يتبيلغو itabura fi community itabura mul awareness kalamta مثلا رضاعة الطبيعية قبل 6 شهر متى ودي جنا هي أكل ولا موية ولا كده يتبيلغو في ناس تانيين ببارا كيلنغالي وواتا ده سكون سخانة لازم جنا ده شنو بيودي له موية نبي كيلنغالي لا جنا ده ما بودي موية لانو في صدور تاكي جنا كان بدا رادا أول حاجة جتالا ده موية بعد ما موية ده كان جنا ده رادا كان حاجة تا 5 دقيقة كده يلا بعد لبن التقيل لسنو ببرجة ده ياو أكل سو في صدور في لبن وفي شنو في موية ده كفاية لجنا يلا حاجات تانين كمان لأننا جيليغو في community تبيليغو ناس تانين بيكالنغالي جنا ده مثلا كان راداو زمن طويل يتبيليغو يعني ده ما بيجا شنو ما بيجا حامل قوام يعني جنا مثلا كان راداو 6 شهر وبعدك من 6 شهر لعد 2 يتبي أمهات كيكالنغالي مثلا جنا ده كان رادا زمن طويل ده تاني ما بيجا حامل so ده best belief ده حاجات مثلا زول آمن فوقه لكن بدراسات الكثير على أننا قاموا awareness في community وفي facilities ناس تانين بيجا شنو فهم بيجا شنو جرادا إيالتمون 6 شهر وبعدك من بيجا ودي شنو بيجا ودي أكلات إضافيات.
Alright. Ms. Aduchi, Jacqueline talked of some of the myth or misconception she has encountered. Now, as a focal person also for Central Equatoria State, what are some of the common misconception or myth about that breastfeeding that you have equally encountered? Welcome.
All right. Mostly you hear mothers have that say, I don't have milk. I don't have enough breast milk. That's one. Whereby it'd be like, you personally, if you take it to yourself, be like, I don't have this, I cannot do this. Even like in a school, if you say, this subject is hard, you will have it hard. You will have it hard even though you try. So mothers say, we don't have breast, I don't have enough breast milk. But how it is, be like, we tell you on how to have enough breast milk is putting the baby on the breast to be suckling. That is one. Two, as you said, others say, if I take kwete, you bring a lot of milk. But frankly, kwete is just like a drug. It's like alcohol. We say there is no particular food stuff that, or a drink that brings what? Breast milk. Every food that is family food can contribute to breast milk. But the main issue is, or the main contributor is the baby's continuous suckling of the breast. Because the more you continue suckling, the more there is production. You should really allow the baby to come off the breast alone first, then you introduce him or her to the other breast. The more you leave the baby not suckling, the breast milk has all the food nutrients that is available. The first milk that comes out is lighter, that contains the water substance or particles. Then the one that comes after that is a little bit thicker, which involves now the food. That's why we say from 0 to 6 months, you should exclusively breastfeed your baby.
All right. Yeah. Now, over to you, Jacqueline. We all know that World Vision is really doing their best in that's 99 centers across 11 counties, and to make sure that services are delivered to the people. Now, what are some of the challenges do mothers face starting that's breastfeeding early and continue also exclusively breastfeeding their children across all these other centers in the country?
Okay, thank you. Hajat ali gi asir masalan au sobat ala nagili go masalan al gi kutu masalan breastfeeding au ruda at-tabi'iyya ma girwa gidam ala nali go fi communities as well vision ite gili go yani nasal masalan o maligo information au maligo maaluma an ruda at-tabi'iyya de muhima to shunu ite gili go na ze sap lano o birada o jena o ma birada ujana tawali ite biligo yani masalan o mara ali indu malzara ite biligo mara ali indu malzara o bisibu jana fi bet bisibu jana fi bet biruwa fi malzara yala hinago bishilu zaman to kulu hinak yala jana bukun fi bet yala jana de fi bet ni biga zola alsibumo ma bitekke akwes marad buodi moyo biwedi kan akil biwedi hajat yani ali ma fi umur ta jana de yala ita gili go baadu shoya kalas jana de shunu bibada ligo infection yani bibada mashakil bibada ligo jana de bibada dakal fi ishal jana de bibada dakal fi turash jana de bibada dakal fi amrat tabatna ketir yala minda kalas ashan umon kaman maarif innu sabab ta akilu jana de bediri awodi hajat de au sabab minini jana de marat ashan biwadi tuwali fi mustashfa fi nas tanindi sagirwa girwa fi hajat masalan tabelet bibada wodi le jana de dawaya tabelet u jana de bibada yani hala de bir zidu gidam jana de bibada shilu marat le shunu le kujur yala baada kanu warija minna biga fi fashal jana de biga taban ma fi iya musada jana de ado biga gura fi tisushunu be mustashfa so marat geja jibu jana de fi mustashfa kala shunu jana de biga suwa taxia dakal fi jana de so de yaw mashakil tanina anna giligo lakin bordo anna gi hawil wasulu le maluma le shikil naze ashan kedon kan fi hala zede masalan mun bagder jibu tawali shunu fi mustashfa lano suwa taxia de kan biga dakal ziyada kalas ashan bitala kaman bishilu zaman so de min bad min mashakilat al shunu al giligo anna kaman shunu fi community yala taninde kaman adatu tagalit ite gili go fi adat tanin bi kenim ngari jena shunu ma bi jibu fi mustashfa so de hajat mashakilat tanin al shunu al gi waje hanna fi community lakin anna kaman gi hawel ashan anna bagder shunu wogi fu hajat de lanu umo ya sabab al gi kutu iyal sukerin gi waga fi so taxia lanu uma biro ma jana de fi mahal alo biro fogo fi shogol wala kan fi mahal to tazara obi sibu jana de fi betu bi badawo dilo hajade bediri ya bija koslo shunu malnutrition.
Gubala na marahibu duchi في تحديات الكل وول فيجن قاعد بيلقى وناس وزارة صحة الجبال وناس مدوتا داتا وخالقتهم قاعد بعملوا شنو عشان كيف طبعا في جزء من الناس بيكلم ده داتا وخالق ده حاجات بتاعنا وما بقدر يغيروا في يوم وفي ناس البرو كمان يعني بيلقى بيشيلوا من زمن عشان كيف يغيروا واخيرا بيندو تاثير كمان ليال
يا عشان أنا دير وقفوا سوا تغذية من جنوب السودان أنا جامل awareness كتير أنا عنده جروب جينا دي مادا support جروب ده في إيا مششفة إتبلغو في جروب ده هنا نسوان ده ريبومون كيف مون بودي شنو awareness في community كلامتا صحة كلامتا رادة جينا كلامتا كيف جينا باكلو يعني في topics كتير ألمون جي carry out في community that's why أنا قوري لتا قال في ناس تانين بدا شنو جيرو وانا عارف إنو إنسان أصلا بجيرو من تبيع لتبيع تاني الكويس ما سهل لكن أنا شنو نجامل شنو awareness في community وكاننا لقو مثلا في زول عنده حالة معين دي أنا بعمل له شنو home visit أنا بعمل له follow up أنا engage family أنا بعمل awareness لمن يعني من بيختار يوم مثلا يوم اثنيني كل يوم اثنيني أنا بيروح شنو في follow up أنا بيعمل awareness so في ناس بيجا شنو من كلاس عارف إنه حاجات اللي من جامل ده يجيبوا شنو مثلا متو لإيال يجيبوا أيان شنو لإيال وأيان ده ما جي كلاسو في أسرة so حاجات ده إنك بيجا جهاول وقفوا بواسطة شنو awareness كتير يجوز منه يا awareness وين في راديو ولا نجامل ده yes
جاكلين تبيلقى في مناسبة تانين ما ديروا يا مرة مثلا الولد كده شيلو جنا بتو وده كمان بقدر أسر برادة جنا ونمرة 2 تبيلقى مرة ولا مستيقن بكوت جنا تورada يعني كم مرات في يوم مثلا
اوكي جنا طبعا في يوم ديروا راداو اكتر من شنو من 12 مرات
ده في يوم نعم
إتا يعني زي المرة اللي مثلا أنا بقدر كتب يعني مرة دي فعلا رادا جنا تو أكتر من 12 مرة كان جال أنا في مركز أنا كان قاصد أسئلة مثلا جنا دي رادا كم مرات في يوم أو مني سبالة دا سرادا أو ما بيذكر لتا قال رادا 2 مرات ولا 3 بيكلم قالي أنا رادا شنو كتير مرات لكن زول اللي بيكلم لتا قالي مين أنا جا مثلا من بيت جانا ده بس رادا شنو في بيت أنا وسوليني أو ما رادا بمعنى ده أو ما جرادا جانا شنو توالي لكن جانا لازم في يوم برادا أكتر شنو من 12 مرات وده بليل ونهار يعني إتما برادا جانا بس بنهار وبليل إتما بشنو رادا وجانا ده زده جانا ده شنو ما بيلغو لبن كفاية وإتا ذاتو أمه ده إتما بتالا شنو لبن شنو كفاية
يالا إتا أمه مثلا شغال مثلا إنت جاكلين أسا مفروض جانا كان ده رادا وإتا في داخل الاستوديو وباتشوية كمان منين بكون في ريبورت في مشوار وشنو كده إتا بدابدر كده وما هتعمل شنو عشان كيف 12 مرة ده جانا إرادا
أوكي شكرا عشان أنا بأكد إنه جانا تايدي رادا أكتر من 12 مرات كان أنا زولا شغال زي حسيت كلين قالي مثال بيانا جانا تايدي كان أنا أعرف قالي جانا تايدي لسه موصل 6 شهر ومثلا مع الشغل تاي مثلا أنا ما بقدر شيلو ما أنا لأنه شغل كتير دوري أفيل وكده أنا لازم بعمل شنو أنا بصفى لبن تايدي ذاته تصدر أنا بصفى في كوبايا وكوبايا ده لازم بكون شنو نضيف ويندو شنو حاجة لأنا بكاتي مو يالا بعد أنا بسيبه منو زول المسؤول الكبير ما جانا سكر لازم زول العارفه كلامته شنو تحفظوا لبن ده وكلامته هايجين تشنو تلبن ده ولازم وبودي لبن ده لجنا ده ولبن على صفاو ده كانت صفاو كلاس في كوبايا تكده يتكاتي لبن ده عنده كمان شنو زمان يعني ما بيجيني 24 ساعة بارزدي لبن ده عمرته بكون 6 ل 8 ساعة يعني بعد 8 ساعة دي كان أنا لسه موصل في بيت كلاس لبن ده شنو بيكوبو برا ما بودي كلاس لجنا دي لكن بقدر جيني 24 ساعة في حالة إنه في تلاجة كان في تلاجة إتا كان أزيجو جنا إتا بودي شنو باقي ده هنا لكن تكان أزيجو زنا مثال كان أنا صفا في مثلا ده كوبايا كريستال ده أنا بكون عنده كوبايا تاني على أنا بيشيلو ده أنا بيفتا أنا بكوبو في كوبايا على أنا جيجا شنو wodi le jana de bo ude bigeni shunu sefe mahal to ni dif so de yaw terigali iya uma hata kanita gura fe mal zara wita indu jana suker ita bagder safa leben takide wita bisibu le zol al kebir abuto haboba zol ali wo baruf o bishilu musulia tasunu ta jana de uleben de bukun ni dif lano kanita sibu le jana suker jana de mukin bija fata bisibu shunu bisibu fadi yala shunu wasaka duban bagder shunu bagder dakal fogo so kan wasaka be garuwa fi lebende lanu nar leben wo haja shunu hassas jiden yani kangi jawo dile jana de ligo biga kalas contaminated biga fi wasaka dakal fogo tuwali shunu bijabada ishalle shunu le jana yala tab jakelim de lebende tarawde shunu wasaka already dakal shunu fi lebende so ita kan umal gerada al gishtagal wita gerada jena ita bagder shunu rada jena takide ligo shunu ita mafi lanu ita gisibu shunu leben kaman.
Mr. Duchi, from the explanation of that, Jacqueline, definitely you know there is a need of that a collective responsibility. Now, how important is the role of that the father, mothers, and others, some caregivers in our community in that support of exclusive breastfeeding?
It is very important that the community or the family gets to understand this so that they give a boost to a breastfeeding mother through reducing the workload at home, through like giving support to the baby. You carry the baby sometimes, handle the baby, allow the mother to do other things, or you leave the mother to breastfeed the baby as you do other activities at home. For the father, if the mother is going to the facility, make sure you go with her, so that you also get yourself, you acquire yourself the education or the knowledge she gets from there. Because we advise for parents to go all to the facility, so that they also, from antenatal until she gives birth, until the baby starts breastfeeding. So that there are some, what we call, some messages that they give to them. So here, if you're a father, you go with them, you get to know. And here, when you come home, you also tell some of the people at home so that they know on how to help here. Don't leave the mother is breastfeeding, the mother is cooking, the mother is washing, all the workloads on the mother. It becomes stressful. She becomes stressed. As a father too, do not take the woman through stress. Because the more you take her through stress and she starts thinking a lot, it might give a reduction in the milk production to the baby. So make sure that life is a little bit not hard and not, so that the mother feels she is at home. And then you should have also, as a mother, have that personal hygiene. Be clean so that we avoid the sicknesses from your child.
Now, what do you tell to some other men who think maybe issues of carrying babies or babysitting is not completely their role? Their work is to focus on some other developmental project of the home and even outside.
Now, if you see, there are some fathers that their babies love them more than their mothers. How? What brings that? The father is too much with the baby. There is that connection. But if you avoid your children or you avoid your child, that connection will not be there. That's why you find mostly children, the first name the child will call is Mama, not Baba, because the mama is always close. So as a father out there, always be close to your wife, be close to your children. This is our child. It's not her child, it is our child. Let's take the responsibility. So that if she's doing something, if you want, there is a husband that will say, go and wash for me, iron it, and I have a baby. Let's reduce the workload. Let's share the work at home. If we share the work, things will go well and smooth, and it will be a perfect family. Don't listen to outsiders. Those will say, "Gala gestamero rayilde." No, magestamero. Yes, this is your child. This is your family. Okay? Yes.
Thank you. Let me cross over to Jacqueline once again. In what ways does breastfeeding contribute to the well-being of that a wider community and even the nation here? And welcome. Hal breastfeeding beside ukefi mutama hagana wakaman fidola ze Junuba Sudan.
Okay, shukran. Kananna girada yaltanna tawale kana na bada ma masalan jena wele du na bada wadilo leben mini sal awelle jena de biligo shunu mana gawi u jena de biraba sahato shunu tamam u ita biligo kana na ja fi exclusive breastfeeding jena de rada mini umur 6 shhur de la hadi senetain au akter finas girada yaltomon la hadi 3 سنة 4 سنة 5 سنة so kana na rada jena tanna la hadi senetain au akter ita biligo jena de shunu muksho jena de bukun shatir shadid yani fi madrasa ita ma biligo ustaz au complain gali jena de fi school jena de gigeni bes bira magi wonu sumayal jena de magala bu bes gigeni barao gi asolet nefsa to barao haja zere ma biligo jena de yan jena de bukun very active fi school u hata fi bet ita kangira solo jena de magine situ min ta kenim do kida to wali shunu o ga amolo wita biligo iyalta anna fi junub sudani ni kananna radomon ruda atabeya la hadi jena de birada senetain au akter de haja ligena de suwa taghziya marad de suwa taghziya de bikun ma fi shunu fi nusta iyalta anna fi junub sudan beleta anna bukun khali min shunu min suwa taghziya iyalta anna de bukun kuisin u kaman le families kan jena biga maindu suwa taghziya amrad zato magi gobru jena fi bet iyal kulu fi bet sahato mon kwez mon ga kulu kwez ma fi iya amrad ketir ite biligo yani anna families anna bagder safe sunu gurush alkan jena de kulu izbu musheshfa shahar aljay yani fi shahar yمكن buru wodi musheshfa maratain 3 marat de bukum mafi yala guruje ita bi plan moshunu haja tani masalan madarasa ta jena de ita biga bizidu mashunu akilat ta jena de iya ihtiyajat al biga na de ramulu anna bamul mo lakin kananna magira da yalta na la hadi senetain au akter ite biligo shunu amrad bezat min umur yom la di 6 shahar la di senetain kananna ma focus fi umur de ite biligo shunu yalta na gida kalkitir fi shunu fi suwa taghziya u gurushan na kulu shunu girwa bes fi musheshfa kalam dawa menini ite biligo jena de yani lahado biraba ma ayande kan ma aliju bikun yani continuously kalamta shunu tarwa fi musheshfa lakin kananna rada yalta na de tamam ite biligo shunu bisef lanna gurush u bisado fi hajat tani. Shukran.
Dear listener, thank you so much for joining us, and we are continuing to discuss or mark that World Breastfeeding Week, and tonight our discussion focus on that early initiation of that breastfeeding, exclusive breastfeeding in the first 6 months, and why it's also very important in our family, communities, and the nation at large. I would like also in a special way to thank those who have taken their humble time to write to us via that's our Facebook page. We have Rovaldo Jr. is watching us from Melut County, that's in Upper Nile. Thank you. Tolfuk is watching us from Nairobi, that's the capital of Kenya. Thank you. Gladys Betty, greetings to you in the studio and watching you live from that Gudele 2 Block 9. Nice discussion there. Thank you. We have Iba Milton, that are very educative, and I enjoy the discussion. Ustaz Akendeng Deng, good evening, Madrama James, and all the listeners of iRadio within and outside the country. I'm watching you live from that Logo. Akoko Maduta Tem is watching us from that Wow. And then Gabriel BP is watching us from that Malakal. Thank you for joining us. Keep those messages coming. We have W. Christopher George is saying hi from Western Equatoria, Yambio. And let's now have a first quick break, and when we come back, that's when we shall also give a chance to Drichi to respond to 1 or 2 questions. Then we shall also be giving you that platform on 0911022986 and 986 after this break.
You are right where you deserve to be. Your eye on South Sudan.
Indeed, your eye on South Sudan. Welcome back, and this time I would like to invite in Mr. Drichi to briefly tell us how does breastfeeding help reduce child malnutrition and infant mortality rate in South Sudan. Welcome.
All right, thank you. How breastfeeding reduces malnutrition. Now, this is where we say you need to initiate breastfeeding within the first hour of birth. When you initiate breastfeeding within the first hour of birth for the new babies, there is the first milk that the baby takes in. That is, it's yellowish in color. It's called colostrum. For us, we say this is the first immunization. It's very, very important to the baby. When you don't take this, that's where you might contribute to a later stage of malnutrition. That is one. Two, we have what we call breastfeeding is, as we say, it's ready for the baby and for the immunity. It boosts the immune system of the baby. It helps fight it helps the baby through the colostrum to fight other illnesses, because the baby is now having what we call the immune boost of that colostrum. Yeah. And for the working mothers, we also advise, as earlier mentioned by my sister, for them to practice exclusive breastfeeding through expressing of breast milk. So the more intake of practice of exclusive breastfeeding would reduce the mixed feeding that ends up helping us reduce the rate of malnutrition. But the more we mix the feeding, the baby becomes vulnerable to illnesses, and this might lead us to malnutrition. So as we follow the guidelines of the nutrition, both in national and state, it helps us a lot in the baby's development, through the body development, the brain development, and yeah.
Then how can health workers, let's say from, for example, in Central Equatoria, stay together with the World Vision, work together to promote better breastfeeding? You and Jacqueline after that.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer this, because we are already working together. We have been working together, and we're still working together as State Ministry of Health, World Vision, and even other international partners, plus the National Ministry of Health. Together, we are working together to ensure that there is no malnutrition. We are looking at no treatment, but prevention through educating and awareness creation. That is why we really have the active community nutrition volunteers on ground. We have active mother-to-mother support groups on ground, and there is also a suggestion to have father-to-father, working group, father-to-father support groups, so that fathers also discuss this, mothers discuss this, and then it helps a lot. As long as we are all